a slow shipper.
Beat up the block and the gun on my press a little button to open the wings. Ain't no advance in the deal I just signed. I don't need to labor controlling my strings. A lot of these marionettes. I dance on my own and so does my necklace. Praying for my solar plexus. Way to dependent is pushing is reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist. Skating from city to city to finish it. The Wellington blue in the middle. The same as how I be preferring my venison. Windowton blacker than mineral sentence. And I was apprentice and under a villain. Face full of metal to pay my respects. I slotted my dentist to get us new grilling. The incoming call from Shafia Connect. The lid in my closet is mold on the ceiling. Master against Aaron Donald. It's hard to explain the rush of my feeling. I try not to focus too hard on the dubs. I try to not dwell on the L's as well. 7 a.m. on the beach. The waves of plastic suddenly started to swell. This VVS choker, I call it a trail. Bent over the time, my monitor fell. Cloaking the device on the rolls, it look like a beater. It's really a ghost in the shell. This brioche and toast in the world. The Terragon butter moon walking the pen like the king of pop. Put on my power scout, the Gucci Cox. I still cannot locate the city. The rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty, the rats, the digits. I found a way to go get it. I feel like Joe Horn. I like to score and play and set up another table for two. I step out on the shorty.
So just about set now. And today's starter, Tyler McGill.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter. And really, he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Here's Carlos Correa. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And the Twins score first. It's 1-0.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Royce Lewis. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. So up next, Matt Wallner. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Just missed. And it's even up.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Man at second.
Ball 2.
Lindor tosses to first. They limit the damage here. Back here with my pal Siggy. And towing the slab in this one, Chris Paddock. What do we have on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Yeah, that skips in the dirt. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now it's Juan Soto.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
0-2.
1 out, base is empty. And that's in the dirt.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Ground ball up the middle. A sliding stop at short. It's there, and that's a great play. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, out to center. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. The throw into second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. McGill back to work. Soto makes the grab, 1 down. So up next for Minnesota, Jose Miranda. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Makes the grab, 2 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Willie Castro stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And makes the grab. And that is that. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Jesse Winker. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. And now it's Mark Vientos. Hard hit left side. Whips it to first.
He's out.
And a couple of quick outs. Jeff McNeil stands in. On the ground to first, Julian. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the Mets go 1. Top half of the third inning. And here's the first baseman, Edouard Julien. And that's in for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here's Byron Buxton. Acuna hauls it in, and there's one away. And here comes Carlos Correa. Doubled his first time up. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Julian, the base runner at first with one out. And there's a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's way high. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Runner takes off. Lindor. Off balance feed. There's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. Line drive. Makes the catch, one down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. And it's off the wall. Now around second, going for third. One down, runner at third. Acuna getting ready to hit.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
In the dirt.
No balls. One strike.
And the runner holds. One away with a runner at third here in the last half of the third. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
One ball. One strike.
Inside. Ball two.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Strike on the inside corner.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Up and in. Full count now.
That's a really good take.
Strike three. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis. That's
No,
outside.
outside.
Ball one. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And there's a ball. Strike two.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That clips the corner.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Swings through that one for strike two.
No balls. 2 strikes.
On the inside corner for called strike three. And next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. Jose Miranda will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. And ball one. Miranda measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
Ball, 1 strike.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of...
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. And we're back. Here's Juan Soto.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Fastball for a strike.
0-2.
Curve in the dirt.
1-2.
Out towards right center field. Buxton moves under it, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Oh, what a stop. Over to first, and they get the out.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Jesse Winker. He flied out to the warning track at his first trip.
Okay, you asked for
There's the strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Right through there, got him. And good work there. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Willie Castro. McGill back to work. Check swing. He went. That's strike one.
0-1.
One away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Julian, the next to hit, takes ball one. There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss.
1-1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one, and the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Back to the top of the lineup, Byron Buxton, the next to hit. Third out, and that ends the frame. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss. There's the slider, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Grounded out his first time. There's a swing and a miss.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Missed with a changeup. 1-2 the count.
1-2.
And that one hit to first. And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there. Next to hit, Luis Torrens. He's 0 for 1. To third might be 2. Fires to second for 1. And that's 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Carlos Correa. He was late there, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, third baseman, Royce.
Here's Royce Lewis, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Correa on at first, nobody out. Just missed. Swing and a foul straight back. Righty delivers. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Both for 2 in this one. Fought off foul. Next offering upstairs. Man at first, one away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers, 1 for 2. Swings through that one, 0-1.
0-1.
And misses inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. Acuna settles under this one. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike. Ball down.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now, Luis Angel Acuna went down on strikes his first time through. On the ground. Gloves it on the dive to first. And safe. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Bang, bang at first. Great hustle to beat that one out. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Paddock moved to first. And he's back in easily.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Larnach hauls it in for the out. Juan Soto now. Just off the inside edge.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swung on, belted. Larnach going back. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily. Larnach hurries to get it back in. Lead runner stops at second.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent job going with the pitch on the outside. Got his bat on plane and just drove it.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it across, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. Throws to first in time, and the bunt doesn't work out. And now here is Jose Miranda. Young, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2015.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and there's 2 down. This is Willie Castro.
The second baseman, Willie Castro.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Just misses with that one.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Bottom of the 7th, and now it's going to be Jesse Winker. New pitcher on now, Danny Coulombe.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Foul ball there. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. This to third. Lewis throws to first. And a couple of quick outs. Jeff McNeil digs in now. On the ground to third. Lewis throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. Young back to work. And he takes a strike. Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. 1 for 3. That's in there. 0-1. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Now Correa up to hit. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and misses. Torrens collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Just off the inside edge. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Now a chance for Brandon Nimmo. And he lays down a bunt. Down the line, and it's foul.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. That one missing inside. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Griffin Jax. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Torrens, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Jax throws over, and he's back in safely. Another throw over, and he's back in that time as well. Only 1 more disengagement left after that move. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. We go to the 9th at the plate. Royce Lewis. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. So digging in, Matt Wallner. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. First pitch, not close. That's a little bit low. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th.
What do you
Ballmer
got?
checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around. 3-0 down. Strike one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Jeffers stands in here, takes ball 1 low. On the ground, could be 2. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Back-to-back singles. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground. Ball, so a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second, and here's the pinch runner, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Harrison Bader. Runners at first and second for him with 1 down. And a base hit right there. Here's the throw to the plate. In there safely.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And there's 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. So up next for Minnesota, Willie Castro. And that is that. Bottom of the 9th, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Just missed. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture it.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 4-2.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So up next for New York, Pete Alonso.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Starling Marte up to hit. On the mound now, Cody Funderburk.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
There's a strike.
0-1.
That to right. Squeezes it. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Mark Vientos getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Right through there for a strike. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Funderburk is just 1 strike away.
No.
That pitch just misses the inside corner,
1-2.
and the count is 1-2. Inside just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Ground ball, and this should do it. And that'll do it. Paddock with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.